In this lesson, we will learn how to write an informal letter. Informal letters are written to people whom we know very well and with whom we have a close personal relationship. For example, friends or family members. Let's have a look at the format for writing an informal letter. The letter must begin with an opening salutation. An opening salutation is basically addressing a person. All informal letters are written to people whom we know very well but with whom we have a close personal relationship. So these letters must begin with "Dear" and a first name. If the name is not given in the task instructions, then we can write any imaginary name. After that, we will write a heartfelt greeting because we are writing to someone whom we know very well. Next, we have to write 3 body paragraphs based on the 3 task points given in the question. For body paragraphs, we have to answer each task point in a different paragraph. In the first body paragraph, we will write an opening sentence that will mention the reason for our letter writing. Then we will explain task point 1 in the same paragraph. In the second body paragraph, we will write about task point 2, and in the third body paragraph, we will write about task point 3. After that, we will write a closing sentence that must be related to the purpose and content of the letter. For example, if you have invited a friend to visit you next holiday, then your closing sentence can be, "I hope to see you soon." After writing a closing sentence, we will write an appropriate closing salutation based on the tone of the letter. For informal letters, we will write closing salutation like "best regards" or "best wishes." At the end, you have to write a name after the closing salutation to make the letter look realistic. For informal letters, you have to write only the first name, which can be any imaginary name. Also keep in mind that we can use contraction words in informal letters. For example, you can also write "don't" instead of "do not." Now we are done with the format of an informal letter. I'm going to take a sample question and we'll solve it step by step. Let's have a look at the sample question which says, a friend has written to ask you for help in finding a job in your city. You have heard about a job at a local company. Write a letter to your friend. In your letter, tell your friend about the job and what sort of work it involves. Why you think the job would be suitable for him, her. Explain how to apply for the job. As per this question, your friend needs help in finding a job in your city, and you will be writing to help him find a job. So this is the main reason for you to write this letter. Before we start writing, we have to identify the appropriate tone for the letter. Here you are writing this letter to your friend, and you would know them personally. That's why the tone of this letter will be informal. Also, the 3 given bullet points are the 3 different task points of this question, which we need to address. To make this writing more clear and organized, I will answer each task point in a different paragraph. Before I start writing a letter, I'm going to take about 2 to 3 minutes to make a quick draft in which I will generate some ideas that I will use in this letter. We will make a draft based on the format of the letter that we already discussed. So as per the format, we need to write an opening salutation, a heartfelt greeting, 3 body paragraphs, a closing sentence, a closing salutation, and a name. As we are writing this letter to a friend and no name is given, so we have to write the opening salutation as "Dear" and the first name of the friend. Here we can use any imaginary first name. Then we will write a heartfelt greeting. After that, we have to write the opening sentence of the first body paragraph where we have to provide a reason for writing this letter. As per this question, the main reason for you to write this letter is to help your friend in finding a job in your city. We will also answer the first task point in the first body paragraph, which says, tell your friend about the job and what sort of work it involves. Here I can think of a junior graphic designer job that requires you to create content for advertisements. After that, we will address the task point 2 in the second body paragraph, where we have to explain the reasons why you think the job would be suitable for him or her. Here I will add the 2 reasons. The first reason I can imagine is that my friend will have a good marketing experience. The second reason could be that he has a graphic design diploma and good communication skills. In the third body paragraph, we have to explain how he or she can apply for this job. Here we can suggest the steps to apply for this job. We can say he or she can apply on company's website by visiting their career page. Also, your friend must upload a resume. Then we will write the closing sentence related to the purpose or content of this letter. Afterwards, we have to write an informal closing salutation, and at the end, we have to write our name to make this letter look realistic. Now we are done with our draft and we will start writing our letter. First of all, we will write an opening salutation for this letter. As this is an informal letter, we have to write dear and the first name. I'm using an imaginary first name as Dear Andrew. Then we will write the greeting as I hope everything is okay with you. Next, we will write the first body paragraph. I will start with an opening sentence where I will explain a reason for writing this letter, which is to help your friend in finding a job in your city. I will write it as I am writing in response to your previous letter that you need assistance in finding a job in my city. Then I will explain the first task point, which says, tell your friend about the job and what sort of work it involves. So considering my draft point, I will write it as, following that, I began exploring career possibilities for you and fortunately discovered one that must be a good match for you. I will add one more sentence as I have found a junior graphic designer position at my current company, and the job involves the creation of graphical content for print and digital advertisements. Then I will write the second body paragraph. I'm going to answer the task point 2 of this question by describing the reasons why this job would be suitable for him or her. I will explain the first reason from the draft, which is that my friend has good marketing experience. I will write, personally, I think that this job is most appropriate for you since you have previously worked in the marketing field for 2 years. After that, I will explain the second reason from the draft. I will write it as, additionally, you earned a diploma in graphic design which qualifies you for this role, and I believe that your creative mindset and communication skills will benefit you in this position. Also, you'll notice here I have used a connecting word additionally, which shows we are switching to the next idea. Such connecting words are required to show coherence and cohesion in the task. Now we will write the third body paragraph where we have to explain how to apply for the job. Considering the draft point, I will write, in order to apply for this posting, you must visit the company's website www.abcd.com and access the career page to see all the current openings. I will continue to add one more sentence. Here you will find a job with the title Junior Graphic Designer and you can complete the application by providing the requested information and uploading your resume with a cover letter. After that, we will write a closing sentence related to the purpose and content of this letter. We are helping our friend to get a job, and our closing sentence can be related to this. We can simply write all the very best, and hopefully you will get this opportunity. After the closing sentence, we will write the closing salutation, which is with love. And finally, I will write only the first name, Hazel. Here you can write your name or any other name, it really doesn't matter. So this is all about writing an informal letter. With some practice, you will be able to attempt this task. So good luck and keep practicing.